The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from IDW Games.
Hey there, it's Sen, one of the co-designers of the Godfather A New Don that is coming straight at you from IDW Games. So if you like dice rolling, if you like getting in there and poking and kicking people out of your districts with all your muscle, Godfather A New Don is a game for you. And today on Dad vs. Daughter, I think Tim and his friends and family are going to show you how exactly it goes down. Jay, my co-designer, and myself would love to make you an offer you can't refuse. If you play the Godfather A New Don and don't like it, we'll say we're sorry, because we're Canadian. So anyways, give it a go. We hope you like it. We love it. We think it's a great game, and we hope you will too. See ya.
Hello, I'm Jay Cormier, the other designer for Godfather A New Don. And like Sen said, we hope you enjoy the game, and hope you notice some of the elements that we tried to incorporate in the game. Like, even though it is a dice game, we really tried hard to ensure that there were ways to mitigate the luckiness of the dice. And there was always something you can do with your dice, and we just found that that was a more interesting game. So enjoy Godfather A New Don. Keep your friends close and your enemies even closer.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter. Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the Daughter.
And today we are playing The Godfather from IDW Games and designers Sen-Fung Lim and Jay Cormier.
And they pretty much did a lot of the explaining for us, so we're just going to get on right in.
Yeah, I don't think we can really top what they said.
Not much, no.
So let's see who our special guest is going to be. So we have the game board set up here for the 3 and 4 players because unlike a lot of the games that require 3 players, we can't actually have a dummy player in this because the person needs to be able to control dice and control where they're placing people. So we actually have a guest star tonight. So, you know, you've got Tim the Dad, you've got Megan the Daughter, we have Julie the Mom.
With her little purple
which you
mutual.
can't see. There you go. You've heard her voice on the intros. You have seen her hand before, and that's all you're going to see tonight. So let's go over the setup. So basically what we do on a turn, and the board even points this out, is we want to place our little soldier dudes, these guys here, around the board, which represents New York. And basically we're gangsters, so we want to have control of these neighborhoods. And the way we get control of the neighborhoods is by values that are on our dice when we roll them. So, for instance, I have 3 6s there. I look on the board where 3 6s are at. Right here in the Bowery, I can put one of my guys there. And I also have a 5 and a 4. I can't do anything there, but you can place bets for Vegas, and you can increase your muscle, because muscle is something you want in order to knock people out of neighborhoods where they're at, so you can basically move in on their turf. And Vegas is kind of like playing craps. We're going to roll these nice Vegas dice, and any place where we have a meeple here or one of our soldiers, when that die comes up, we're going to be able to use that and add that to our die pool. Now, The Godfather, if you're familiar with the movies at all, he makes people offers they can't refuse. So whoever is the Godfather, they are going to request favors from basically all the other players. So the players are going to roll their dice behind their screen, and then simultaneously they're going to make an offer to the Godfather by placing one of their die values outside. The Godfather can either take that, or he can make them an offer they can't refuse. So if he does, so in this case, Julie has offered a 5 and Megan has offered a 6. If I don't want that, I can say, Julie, give me a 2. And if she doesn't have that, then she raises her shield, shows that she doesn't have a 2, and I don't get anything. But she's still going to be able to get a favor out of this. Now, Megan's, since she has a 6, I might want to take that because it might go with the dice that I rolled. But I could also make her an offer she can't refuse and say, Megan, do you have a 3? And if she doesn't, she raises her shield and shows me. But if she does, then she has to give that to me. She can't say, oh, well, no, I did not actually have a 3. You know, we don't encourage lying in the mafia family, because then you end up sleeping with the fishes, which is this section of the board right here. These are our different favors that we're going to be able to do. And we'll talk about those as the game goes on. But the Godfather is not all powerful. There's certain things that he can't do, like...
You cannot use the favors, which are in the middle of the board. You cannot recruit muscle, so you can't try to bump yourself up to stay the Godfather. And you cannot make a Vegas bet.
Yeah, so...
No gambling.
You're going to get dice from other players, possibly, but you're not going to be able to use any of the other nice little things on the board. So let's talk about those favors, okay? So when the Godfather takes one of your dice, say you had a 1 there, and I took the die, then you get to put your meeple there. The 1 is you can re-roll your dice. You can re-roll 1, you can re-roll all, however many you want. Okay, so on number 2, you can do a plus or minus 1 to 1 die. On the third one, you can move to any adjacent neighborhood. So if I was, say, here in Dumbo, and I had a favor on 3, I basically take my guy off of that favor, and then I can move him over here. He's connected via the bridge, or if, say, for instance, I wanted to move down here to kind of help solidify my hold on the 5s, I can move to where there are 4 5s, as long as that space is empty. The 4 says I can change 1 die to any side. The 5 says I can duplicate a die result. So say I rolled a 6, now I can pull my meeple off of there, use that favor, and now I automatically have an additional 6. And speaking of 6s, the 6 says you can choose any ability from 1 through 5. So that's kind of your more powerful favor, because then you can do anything you want. The game ends whenever somebody has either filled up a complete section on the board. So if we got all of the 6s filled, then that would trigger the end of the game at the end of the round. Or if a player has used all of their soldiers, which is usually the case, causing the end of the game. After that, we do a scoring, and we have spots on the board for the first, second, and third place player. We add up the scores. Whoever has the highest score wins. So,
And if you have little soldiers left over, you do a bonus score here.
yes, that is called the house, and you'll see that that is a picture of a house. So you get 3, 2, or 1 points, depending on if you have soldiers left in your house.
And you're all playing as a certain family, and that is the name on your shields.
Yes, and I know we butchered that in the
Yes.
unboxing, so I am just going to say that I am green.
Mom is purple, and I am blue.
So one thing else I'll talk about is we have this 0 zone. So we all start with a meeple there. Now, when we use muscle, so we use muscle or we recruit muscle if we have any dice left over and we either didn't want to place it on Vegas, but we want to increase our muscle here, we can take our guy from the 0 zone and then say if I had a 6 die left over, I could put him on the 6. Or if I had a 6 and a 3, I could combine those and go all the way up to 9. Depends on how much you want to be the new Godfather. But in order to use muscle, you have to be on the muscle track. You can't stay in the 0 zone. So I think that about covers it.
I think so.
So the first thing that we do is we roll dice to find out who the first Godfather is. So that is going to be me. So I will take my little soldier from the 0 zone. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but the number 3 is darkened. That's where the Godfather always starts at the beginning of a turn. So now we are ready to play. So the first thing that we do on the first turn is we actually skip the first thing, which is roll for Vegas, because nobody has any Vegas bets there, so we skip that. Now we roll all of our dice behind our screen. And all the other players then decide what die they want to offer to the Godfather as their favor. Okay, go ahead and reveal. So you both offered 3s. You know what? I think I will take both of your 3s. And also, since you guys were not Godfather, you get to put one of your soldiers in the number 6 favor spot. Now, you also have the option of re-rolling any or all of your dice. Okay, so now the Godfather acts first, and I will look at the dice that I have here. I have 3 threes, but I think what I'm going to do is I think I will use 2 threes, and I'll go to the Navy Yard. I will use the 1, 2, 3, which is a run, which you'll see over here. And what's that? Bedford Study what?
Stewie Vescent.
Stewie Vescent, okay. And I apologize to any New Yorkers if I'm butchering that. So I'll place my other meeple there. And I have a 6 and a 2 left, which I can't really do anything with. So I will pass, and it goes now to Julie.
Okay. I have double 6s, which I'd like to go in the middle here.
The Chinatown?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then I have a 1 and a 2, and I'm going to make Vegas bets with those.
Now, when you make a Vegas bet, it doesn't matter what the value is on the dice. You can choose any of the slots that you want.
I want 5 and a 6, please.
All right.
And then I would be done.
Okay, so then you just put your dice back behind your screen to show that you've used them all.
So I have 1 4 and 3 1s. So I'm going to use my 3 1s over here in East Williamsburg. And I'm going to use my 4 as a Vegas bet. And I'll go ahead and just make that a 4.
Okay.
And that's my dice.
So now we look at the muscle track to reset. Nobody else is on there, so I will stay as the Godfather. I will stay on number 3. I will give the dice back that I took. And now I will roll for Vegas. Wow, look at that. All 3s,
Bummer.
too bad for you guys. Nobody gets a Vegas dice.
No.
So now we roll behind our screens. And I'll see what kind of offers y'all want to give me. A 4 and a 5. Well, Julie, do you have a 2?
No.
Okay. So I don't get any die there. And you can place 1 on the 5 for favor there, since I did not take it. Okay, Megan, you know what? I think I'll take your 4.
Okay.
Now you guys can re-roll if you wish. Okay, now reveal, and I have 4 4s, so I think I will go to Greenwich Village, and a 1 and a 2 I can't do anything with, so I am done.
I have 2 6s, which I will go to
Tribeca.
Tribeca. 2 4s, so I will go to
You can go to Garmick District or Chelsea.
Garmick
Chelsea.
District. And I have a 3 I like to do for Vegas, and I'm going to put it on 3.
Okay.
I have 2 4s as well, so I'll go to Chelsea. And
You always end up there.
I do. And then I have 2 2s, so I'm going to go up to...
If I had a dagger, do Chelsea Dagger.
You like that song,
I
don't
hate
you?
that song.
It's your
I
I do not
favorite.
want to hear Chelsea
Yeah.
Dagger.
Upper or upper west or upper east?
We're in Greenpoint here. You're 2.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's 1, sorry.
That's
I'm
one.
dyslexic, so I guess east, I guess.
You gonna go to the Upper East Side, like
Sure.
what's his name, George and Wheezy?
There
All
we
right.
go. That was
So
it.
again, we look at the muscle track. Nobody's getting on the muscle track.
No. Dice,
So you
please.
can have your dice back, and we'll roll for Vegas.
Come on, Vegas.
4s.
A
No.
5 and a 3.
That's
so
you.
that's you. You'll get
you.
those 2 dice to add to your pool. You get 2 soldiers back, and the 1 goes there. Okay, a 1 and a 6. Julie, do you have a 5?
No.
You're killing me. All right, so you get to place 1 on the 1, since that's where you originally offered. I should have asked for that. Megan, I will take your 6.
Okay.
And you get to go on the 6 there. And you guys may re-roll. Alright, so we're good. I will reveal. And I have 3 5s, so I think I will go to Brooklyn Heights. And I will go and I will use my muscle. And let's just take you out of Tribeca. So when you muscle somebody out, whatever section that you're in, so this is a 6, I will move Julie's soldier to the 6 favor spot. And I can't use the 4, so that is my turn.
Well then.
I should have asked you for a 4.
Oh, I forgot to reroll. No, that's when I offered you.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I
you can
reroll
you
it?
could re-roll that.
Can I
That's fine.
still?
Yeah, you go ahead and re-roll it.
Guess it don't matter. I didn't
Yeah,
have to hide it. but- Okay. Okay. So I'm going to take one of my people that are in 6,
Okay.
and I'm going to make, because I can pick anything
Any
I
of
want,
the
and I'm
favors.
going to duplicate a die. So I'm going to make 4 4s.
Okay, so take
So
that
you
back.
can put him on the 4 4s.
4 4s here
Uh-huh.
in the East Village.
Yes.
You don't have to put your 3 up because you're
Oh,
duplicating it.
okay.
It's just a random
Oh,
imaginary
so I can
dice.
still use it.
Yes.
Okay, so then I have 2 6s. And I'm going to use this one and duplicate and make another 6 and go to Little Italy.
Okay.
Then I have a 3 and a 1. And I am going to.
You could muscle. Well, not really. I mean, you could
Well, I mean, if you want to be the Godfather, you could use the 3 and a 1 to go to
Just
4,
looking
or
here.
you could use. You have this favor. You also have that favor.
You could re-roll the
Uh-huh.
dice,
Yeah,
or you could go back to Vegas.
yeah.
You
I
could
know you like Vegas.
I know. I'm gonna go back
She
to
loves
Vegas,
Vegas.
with 2 of my people, and I like to put them on 3 and 5,
All right.
and then I am done.
All right. So I have 2 2s, a 4, and a 6. So I think I'm going to use my 2 2s and go up to Upper West Side. And then I'm going to use these 2 to do the duplicate die. So I have 3 6s.
Okay. So
I'm
you
going to
can
go
go
right
Bowery.
there. Bowery. And then I have a 4 left. And I think I'm actually going to go on the muscle track for that 4.
All right. So there you go. And that's it.
Yep.
All right. So we reset the muscle track. We all slide down. Megan will be the new Godfather. Give your dice back.
I get to roll
You get
Vegas.
to roll the Vegas dice.
I need
Come
4s.
on, 3, 5, and 6.
4.
Woohoo!
So
3 and 5s. I get them all.
yep. So you
Crap.
get all 3 dice, and you get 2 of your soldiers back. Now we roll.
I have too many dice to roll.
That's not
You don't have to re-roll them,
Well, I hadn't rolled them at all, so.
but I mean your Vegas dice you don't have to re-roll if you don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Them as the
Yeah.
2 5s
Okay.
and the 3.
I'm sorry. Did
So
not realize.
so if you need to change those back, you can.
It's okay.
Okay, I understand what you're saying then. I don't have to re-roll those.
Correct.
Okay,
So if you want to change them back,
they were
we
2
understand.
5s and a
2
3.
5s and a 3.
Okay, I'm with you now. So
So,
now I need to offer
offer me.
something up to the Godfather.
Yes, please.
And I'm going to offer you this.
All right.
Okay. So you have a 6 and you have a 1.
So you go to me. Do you want that 6?
Yeah, I'll take your 6.
All right. So I will get my favor on the 6.
Do you have a 3?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll take your 3.
But you didn't want my
I
1.
didn't want your 1.
So I get to put 1 on the 1 or the 3?
Yes.
My choice?
The 1 is
gonna do the
reroll.
1.
and that one's- Okay.
Okay. So now I can re-roll over
Yeah, you
before
can
we do
re-roll
something.
before I reveal.
Okay.
I think I am going to re-roll. That's the first time I've ever re-rolled and actually did something good. Usually I was opposing myself.
Okay, so it would be Tim's turn first.
No,
No, it's
Megan is
fine,
the
it's not
Godfather.
Oh, because you're the Godfather.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know, it's changing. So I've got a 4, 5, 6, 2 3s, and 2 4s. So
And the Lower East Side, if you want.
Yep, I'm gonna do that for
Yeah.
my run. And then I've got 2 3s, and
Which
I'm
would
just
be
gonna.
Williamsburg.
Yeah, but you know
No,
what?
you can't.
Can't-
Yeah. If
Can't
there's
just
a,
knock you out.
No, if there's an open spot for the way you're
Fine.
using your dice, you got to do that.
That's fine. And then the 2 4s, there isn't one because you're in it, so I'm gonna knock you out.
All right,
put
so
me there.
oops, goes to 4.
And that's that.
Where did my? Oh, okay.
You went to the
so
4s.
you went to 4s.
Okay.
All right, so my turn. I have 3 4s,
I didn't want
so
you
I'll go to
anymore.
Gramercy Park, and I have a 6. Yeah, what the heck? I'm gonna go move the muscle up.
Of course you are.
Okay. I have 3 5s, so I'm going to go to Park
Park Slope.
Slope.
Right there.
Then I have 3 3s, and I'd like to go to. I can't read
Fort
what that is.
Green
Fort-
or Prospect Heights. This one, if you want to move to an adjacent, which you
Yeah, you
have that
could-
ability, you could move up into a 5.
I think I'll go there then.
Yep.
And then I have a 1.
And if you wanted to use your favor to move up into the 5s, you
You
could.
could do that now and move to a 5.
So I could use my.
The favor there.
I could use this favor
And
and,
then you
move
can
him,
move him to a-
to
To
the
downtown.
double 5s.
Or Vinegar Hill, because they both connect.
Well, I'll go
But yeah.
downtown. Then I still have a 1, and I'm going to place him in Vegas on the 5.
Okay.
You own that 5, don't you?
She's pretty good at it.
All right, so return the dice.
There's that.
We reset the muscle. I am Godfather.
There's Vegas.
We will roll for Vegas.
5 and 6.
4.
5 and 6.
Hey!
Wow. So Megan, you're gonna get the 4
Woohoo.
and this dude back, and
Thank you.
Mom gets both 5s and that dude back. Remember, you don't have to roll your 5s if you don't want to.
Ready?
A 2 and a 3, huh? Oh, let's see. Julie, do you have a... What do I want? Actually, that's not going to help me that much. You know what? I'll go ahead and I'll take your... Well, add muscle Megan out if I do that.
Don't do that.
I know, but every time I ask her
You
for
don't-
something,
you
she
don't
doesn't
wanna
have
do that.
anything.
That is not the
Use my
option
Jedi
you're
mind,
looking
my
for.
mind trick. See what you have under that or behind your screen. Let's see.
I don't have anything you're looking for.
It's not the dice you're looking for.
Do you have a 4?
No.
Finger pointing, it's getting intense, man.
Man. All right, so you can
Five's
get on the
crap.
2.
I can get on the 2.
Get
Get
on
on
it.
the 2. Megan, I'll take your 3.
Like a
Okay.
bus or something.
Get on the bus, Gus.
Alrighty.
Make a new plan, Stan. Don't need McCoy rolling. All right, all good.
Yep.
Okay, so here we have 4, 5, and 6. Megan, I'm going to muscle you out of the Lower East Side.
No.
So you
That's
get to
fine,
go to the
though.
6.
That
Yeah.
gets me to do stuff.
And a 2, 3, and 4. I will go to the West Village here. That is my turn.
Well, I have 5 5s.
Crap.
You can go to Red Hook.
Yes, please.
Oh my goodness.
And I have.
A 4 and a 6.
Isn't that the name of the area my sister lives in?
Red Hawk.
Red Hawk, that's right.
Not Red Hook. Because everything's birds out
That's
there. All the
true.
streets are bird names and all.
So,
Well, their street's not it.
No. Like everything else is.
I don't really have anything.
Go to Vegas, or you could
Yeah.
muscle.
Yeah, you can get on the muscle
You gotta
track.
be Godfather. We're running out of meeples, so that'd probably be a good idea.
If I put my 2 on Vegas, then I'd be out of meeples.
You
Yes. But if you did,
I'm going to do that. I'm
She's
going to put
causing
my
on the
2
game.
on Vegas on 5 and 4
well, it doesn't really matter.
and see what happens.
Well,
Well, somebody could move me somewhere else, so anything's possible.
Right.
Yeah, but you're going to get moved to the favor track.
You're not gonna get your meeple
You won't
back.
get your meeples back.
We'll see what happens here. I
Got-
might just win.
You might not. Got 2 1s, so I'm gonna go there to green point. Got 2 4 and a 6.
You might as well use your favors.
That's what I'm looking at.
You know, make the most of it. See where you can get the top points.
Yeah. Gonna do the change 1 die to any side, and I'm gonna make this a 5. So I'm gonna go to Dumbo, 4 5 6, and then move to an empty adjacent neighborhood. I'll go to 2 bridges.
Nice.
That was cool.
And then, is there anything else I can do? I don't think so. Doesn't look like
you
it,
have a
because I've
pair
used my
of-
dice though.
You have a pair of wands. Well, you can do anything there. You can
Yeah.
make 3 wands.
But I mean, no, I've used these ones.
Oh, you've used the 2 wands?
Yeah, I went to green
Oh, okay.
point
Gotcha.
to secure my place in the ones, even though there's no one there. But why not?
So you're done.
Yeah,
So you have
there's
the
nothing
dice.
I can do. Yeah, so yeah, I'm done.
All right, so since that triggers the end of the game, she has no meeples left. We will tally up the score and see who gets the trophy. Okay, so Dad is the Godfather. He wins. I have 27 points.
I have 24,
And I have
16.
16.
16.
16, yeah. So,
I'm sleeping with the fishes,
Yep, we both are.
well, better than sleeping with a horse head.
I guess.
I'm glad you didn't call me the other end of the horse. All right, so let's get to what we think. Okay, normally we don't really solicit other feedback on this because really it's just Megan and I. Because sometimes Dad talks about if the guys in my game group like it or not. But my wife would actually like to weigh in on her thoughts on this. She's not a gamer,
No.
so this will be a very interesting take. I have no idea what she's going to say.
She laughs.
Well, I've played it a couple times. I do find it interesting. I do enjoy it. I would play it again, let's say that. Because coming from me, that's very important. Because normally,
I was
I'm
like, can we
not a-
write that down?
I'm not a play it more than once or twice.
You
but,
play Splendor and Ticket to Ride.
and I do like Ticket to Ride too. But this I do enjoy.
All right.
And is there anything
Do you
that you
like
like
it?
specifically about it or you don't like
Well, I
about
love the Vegas part.
it? Yeah. Well, yeah, of
So,
course.
There you go.
You love going to Vegas. Literally, you do love going to Vegas.
That I did enjoy the game.
Is there anything you don't like about it from a non-gamer standpoint?
No, I guess not.
Do
Okay.
you think it was easy to learn?
Yes, it is very easy to learn.
So to get gamers involved, there you have it from a non-gamer.
Yeah.
There
It
you
was
go.
very enjoyable.
All right.
All right, Megan, what do you think?
I like it. I think it's a really cool mechanic, especially with the dice, and I know you like the dice a lot. But I think it's cool how you have to, it is basically you're limited to what you can roll because then that depends on how you're going to end up on the board. So I think that's very cool because you really don't know what's going to happen unless you start playing with those favors.
Yeah, that's where the favors really come
Mm-hmm.
in because people that complain about dice games usually always complain about the randomness. Dwight.
Dwight.
My friend Dwiggy, yeah, he usually has an aversion to dice. But he's actually played this a couple times, and I think he likes it well enough because, like I said, use the favors to mitigate what the dice basically throw your way. Anything else, Megan?
I like that there's a purple, but I normally don't play with purple, but I like that that's a color option.
And Mom got to
Mom
play
got
with
to
the
be
purple.
Yeah.
I really like the game, and I've made no secret to that. I like it for a number of reasons. I love the fact that it's an easy game. Anybody can play. It is, as we've shown, accessible to non-gamers. They like it. easy
At
to
least
pick up.
this non-gamer likes it.
Well.
Maybe not all.
There's not that many components that I have to worry about. There's
not
dice,
cards
there's
you
not
gotta read.
cards.
Mm-mm.
There's one thing I have to do, and that's my dice.
And it's
Yeah.
just roll and then place, so it's
Yeah.
not too complicated.
Yeah, I'm typically not an area control kind of guy, but I do like a lot of the newer area control games, and I like this. The muscle track, being able to, knock somebody out of there, that does give them a favor, so they're going to get something out of it, but, that kind of stays within the theme of the game. I like the fact it plays fast. I mean, we've played this in, half an hour,
Half an hour or so.
or less. So you can play multiple games of this. It plays up to 6, and the back side of the board, which we'll show you here in just a minute, has more spaces. So with a 3 and 4 player game, it's a lot tighter. 5 or 6, there's a lot more space.
I could see this becoming, with more people muscling each other out of places, and it could go longer.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Because we've played it with, I think, 6 at my game group.
The most I've played with is 4, so I've only played on this side of the board.
Right. So, we'll talk a little bit about the components. I mean, the Vegas dice are really cool. They look like Vegas dice.
They're advertised on the front of the box.
They are. The meeple quality is really good. I mean, these are nice little wooden guys. They even have the little hats on. The artwork on the board, here the Zero Zone, you've got the Tommy gun. The only knock, and this has, been talked about a lot, is just that, some of the colors kind of run together. Like the 6s are gray, and the 4s are kind of a bluish,
Navy-ish.
purplish gray, and that's a little hard to distinguish between the two.
And the 1s and 2s, I mean, they're on 2 separate sides of the island, but the 2s are only a slightly bit darker red than the 1s are.
Yeah, and kind of like with the 5s and the 3s,
They all curve
how they
around.
kind of move in there. Yes, you can look at the value of the dice or the icons there, and I know that due to their production schedule, they couldn't get that changed. That's a minor quibble.
But that helps for colorblind people, because then all I have to do is look at the die.
That's true. So let's show you the other side of the board. Also, this is a huge board. It's the same size as a normal Ticket to Ride map.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
This side does feature Hell's Kitchen. Right up there. So for all your Daredevil needs going on.
So you can see there's a lot more spots here. I do also like the fact that you've got the turn order there, so everybody knows what that, what they have to do on their turn.
You don't need that little reference card because it's right on the board.
Yeah. So overall, excellent game. This is one of my top 5 games of the year for everything I had mentioned before. I really enjoy playing this a lot. You'll have to check our end of year show to find out where exactly this ends within my top 5.
Yes,
But
that is coming up very soon.
It will be coming up very soon. So I think that about wraps it up. Any other last minute things we want to talk about?
I'm
I
good.
didn't talk about the player shields. The player shields are, these are nice, big, and tall. Just minimal artwork on the back, but that's fine. Good colors. The other colors we have, you can look at those in our unboxing video. We showed all those off, so we won't worry about that now, but we'll point you to that video. So that'll do it, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.